Chief, second, please. Okay. Gentlemen, you received my instructions earlier. You know what I expect. A clean championship fight. Just obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
So excited to cap off our top-ranked boxing on ESPN Plus undercard with a world title fight. Jason Moloney, 3 opportunities at the world title. He finally became a champion. First shot for Saul Sanchez, and we're ready to go inside the ring.
Right here?
Ready to go as Mark Nelson kicks things off here in Quebec City, Canada. Bernardo Osuna alongside Timothy Bradley ringside. What are your expectations for this fight, Tim?
It's going to be a tough fight, I believe, for Moloney. I know he's the champion. But Sanchez is a beast. I'm telling you. Comes forward. Very aggressive. Got heavy hands. He's also have bounced back from adversity. Has had a tough lifestyle growing up. He's gritty. He's grimy. He understands. And he's had an amateur pedigree as well.
He started boxing by following his older brother Emilio to the gym. He was sent to the LAPD's Jeopardy program for anger management. That's where he started boxing at age 8, Tim. So he's always had a chip on his shoulder.
He said he came here to win. In this first round right now, he's already, you see his back is in the center of the ring.
Yep.
He's in control. He's dictating the pace right now. Moloney is on his back foot, trying to keep him off balance, but you see, Sanchez has really good timing. Great punch placement as well.
Talk about that adversity that he's overcome before going to Japan and defeating RV Deniega, who was undefeated. That's the 8-round unanimous decision that he won to put him in the position to fight for a world title. 2 weeks before, his brother Angel committed suicide. He fought through that to win in October, and he said, that's only made me stronger.
He's here to win the world championship tonight. I'm just letting you know that right now. Just in his first round, he's getting off to a quick start. He's already found his timing. And guess what? He's beating Moloney in a department where Moloney usually beats most opposition in, and that's the jab. He's beating them with the jab. He's jabbing with Moloney. He's having more success, and that's the reason why he's able to follow up with combinations.
Nice body shot there by Jason Moloney. Well, Manny Robles Jr., who was the architect of the Andy Ruiz upset against Anthony Joshua, as well as the Rafael Espinoza upset of Robesi Ramirez at the end of last year. He said, if we jab with Moloney and we beat him to the jab, we win this fight.
And he's catching him as Moloney's bouncing. Again, Moloney bounces in mid-range, and he tries to get away, and he doesn't do it far enough out, you know. So you see Sanchez just scooting forward, inching forward, and throwing that jab at the right time and catching him as he's bouncing. See, when you're bouncing, you're not set to punch. You're in the air. Good body work right there. See, that's going to play good dividends. What the body work does is it slow your man down. You know, not right away, but later in the fight, he starts to feel it.
Moloney lands a nice left hook, trying to establish his dominance as well, letting Sanchez know he's here to fight as well.
Good round. Really good round.
We're listening to Angelo Hyder with the champion, Jason Moloney.
You're not at your 6, and you're just forcing him in a little bit. You're trying to land everything. So what you're doing is you're coming in, staying there, and then he's countering back. Okay, so you lost that round. So what we've got to do is the vulnerability is to the body to close him up. You haven't thrown a body jab yet. Okay, you're all at the head. Let's start that body jab going and see how we're going. Let's double jab the head, and let's put 2s together and 3s. 1, 2, 3. Don't just go with the one jab. You haven't got your distance. Jab his gloves, and then work our way in.
Love the honesty.
That is so good.
Not wanting to sweeten the pot. I mean, he says you gave up this round, but this is why you did it, and this is what you got to do.
Oh, my goodness. So good.
Angelo Hyder in the corner of Jason Moloney. And Moloney said, the fight against Vincent Astrolabio last May 13th, when I won the world title in Stockton, I was a little bit too much of a boxer. I allowed Astrolabio to get into the fight. He cannot do that against an aggressive fighter like Sanchez tonight.
Well, look, he going to have to box all night against Sanchez. Sanchez, he doesn't mind mixing it up. He likes to fight at that mid-range to inside. He has to keep his feet moving, and he has to choose those spots wisely when he chooses to attack. To catch Sanchez off balance or when he's coming straight in.
Nice right to the body from Moloney, as Angelo Hyder reminded him that he did zero work to the body in that first round.
No, it's important to go down to the body of the opponent, especially when he's so aggressive. And then you see Sanchez returning the favor, going downstairs as well to slow down those legs of Moloney.
Moloney spent over a month in Las Vegas preparing for this fight. Said, I missed out on the holidays, Christmas with my family, to be out there alone with my brother and my trainer and manager Tony Tolj, and I'm gonna go back to Australia with that world title. So you see the dedication that both brothers have to being not only fighters, Tim, but to the dream of being a champion.
Break, I got you.
Moloney in trouble. I see it early on. Maybe during the next few rounds he's going to make some adjustments. Maybe Sanchez will slow down if he continues to invest in the body. But as of right now, just the rhythm and the flow of the fight right now, it's in favor of Sanchez. That pressure, that relentless pressure is getting to Moloney. Moloney might have to stand and fight a little bit more. He might have to stand and fight a little bit more to get his off, to get some sort of respect from Sanchez.
Moloney lands a nice left uppercut.
I like that up and down jab right there. See, that jab right down to the body, that stops your man in his tracks. Not only does it siphon the gas tank, it is a dangerous punch to throw because you can be timed with the right hand as you're coming in.
Yep.
But out at distance, when you do it just right, that stops the forward momentum of your opponent. See the uppercuts in between? Moloney just standing still just a little bit too long after his combinations. And the follow-up shots are coming from Sanchez. Ooh, nice big right hand. Good right hand.
Moloney caught Sanchez coming in, and Sanchez stopped throwing the jab, tried to just bowl his way in with an overhand right, and Moloney caught him coming in.
It's good stuff right here from both fighters. Moloney a little bit better round. Sanchez has a game plan, and he's executing it very well.
Hey,
he took over this round.
What are we waiting for? Huh? You're looking at that one side? Is that what you're looking for? Because that's what you're showing me. You're looking at that one side. You got to work with him. He's moving. He's moving around. He's throwing 2s and 3s, and you're looking for 1.
Got to be first and finish last.
Yes.
Remember, every time you're in mid-range, you got to lift your fucking head. That's the fucking thing.
Right? You got to pick it up. You got to do more.
You're catching when you're not countering.
Right?
You can't stand in front of it.
You got to work behind that jab to get inside. Work your combinations and again behind the jab. You cannot get to the body if you don't work your way in. Keep that body moving, keep blocking it. Let your hands go.
That was the fucking right hand too. He's gonna
All right? All right? Let's go settle down and let's go to work, okay? Let's go.
Neither corner cutting any corners in terms of what they're seeing inside the ring. The lack of a jab changed that second round in favor of Jason Moloney. They want that, and not only to make Moloney miss, but they want to make him pay.
And just the creativity with the offense from Moloney. That gave him Sanchez problems, and that likes that jab right down, that stab jab right down to the body. Sanchez hasn't done anything for that just yet. He needs to figure out how to counter that because that's stopping him from getting inside.
That was a nice counter right from Sanchez.
It was. Yes, it was. And it's funny because Sanchez, he's tricky. He'll shoot his jab, and then he'll lead with a left hook. Good body work right there. Good body work on the inside. And then Sanchez right here showing his physicality right there. Just kind of threw her, kind of pushed Moloney near the ropes. Moloney now, he's choosing to stay inside the pocket.
Now both digging to the body. A left hook from Sanchez trying to set up that right uppercut. You see him ripping to the ribs of Moloney with the right.
See, Moloney, he has options. He can box on the outside, and he also can fight inside the pocket. But the thing is that Sanchez, that's where Sanchez is good. He's great at fighting inside the pocket. That's where he wants Moloney to sit.
Grew up in Pacoima, now lives out in Encino, but Sanchez was telling us I wasn't even supposed to be here. Two of my brothers were in jail. My father was in jail before he turned his life around. I want to win to change my family's fortunes.
Is that a cut? Yep.
Yep.
It's a cut. I don't know if that's from a punch or a head clash. We're going to have to see.
No replay here in Quebec City, so whatever the referee determines, whatever Mark Nelson saw, whether it was a punch or a headbutt, will have a lot to do with how this fight plays out. He was cut when he lost to Emmanuel Rodriguez in October of 2018. Jason Moloney, so
ooh,
nice
good
uppercut there from
inside.
Sanchez.
Yes, and then the follow-up shots right there, but good slipping, bobbing and weaving, upper body movement by Moloney. Getting underneath those shots.
There's that stick from Sanchez. When his jab is active, it opens up so many offensive opportunities for Sanchez. It does for every boxer, but in this fight in particular.
It's
like
funny,
you see that right uppercut.
It's so funny because when Moloney just made a small little minor adjustment, he was having success, but he couldn't sustain it. When he was bagging up Sanchez, he was having success, and he was stepping around to the sides. He was actually doing extremely well in on the inside.
Nice short left coming in from Moloney.
Keep the punches out.
On the borderline with the left.
Good shots.
These guys are digging
Yes,
to the
they
body
are.
here as Moloney goes back to his corner. Cut the man.